If you're planning to visit Malaysia, here are 10 things you should know. Number 10. Make sure to bring along a toilet roll. In most Malaysian restrooms, a water hose or a bidet sprayer is commonly used for cleansing and is considered more hygienic by many locals. As a result, while many restrooms are equipped with bidets, they may not always provide toilet paper, especially outside major cities. If you are not used to using a bidet, it's a good idea to carry a small packet of tissues or a travel-sized toilet roll just in case. On the other hand, in urban areas like Kuala Lumpur, Penang, and Johor Bahru, restrooms are typically well equipped with both bidets and toilet paper, so you shouldn't encounter any issues there. Additionally, some rural restrooms may still have squat toilets which require you to squat instead of sit. While this might seem unfamiliar, it can be a more hygienic option since the toilet bowls in public restrooms might not be clean enough to sit on. Number 9. Use your right hand whenever possible. In Malaysia, using your right hand for interactions with Malays is important due to Islamic culture practices. For those who may not know, Islam is the predominant religion in Malaysia, and Malays, who constitute a significant portion of the population, are Muslims by default. Therefore, when taking change, handing over money, or giving and receiving items, always use your right hand or both hands together. The left hand is considered unclean for Muslims as it is traditionally used for personal hygiene. Number 8. Unless explicitly permitted, do not bring dogs into restaurants. In Malaysia, the restriction on bringing dogs into dining areas is influenced by cultural norms rooted in Islamic principles. Dogs are considered ritually unclean in Islam, and their presence in areas where food is prepared or consumed can compromise cleanliness and hygiene. Therefore, many restaurants uphold these practices out of respect for Islamic principles and to ensure a clean environment for all guests. If you must bring your fur babies along, make sure to check with the restaurant beforehand regarding their pet policy to avoid any inconvenience or misunderstanding. Number 7. Avoid pumping RON 95 petrol. Malaysia has one of the cheapest petrol prices globally, but RON 95 fuel is subsidized by the government and primarily intended for Malaysian citizens only. Non-Malaysians are generally not allowed to purchase RON 95 to ensure only locals benefit from the subsidized rates. While there's no strict punishment for choosing to pump RON 95 petrol, doing so might upset locals or attract attention on social media. Therefore, if you're not Malaysian, it's best to go for RON 97, which is also affordable and cheaper than in many other countries. This way, you respect local rules and help maintain a smooth experience during your stay in Malaysia. For an extra tip, if you're not planning to rent a car, public transport is quite convenient in big cities like Kuala Lumpur and Selangor. If you prefer taxis, consider using e-hailing apps like Grab or AirAsia Move for better rates. Hey, do you like what you're learning? If yes, subscribe now so that more people can benefit from our video. Number 6. Get ready to learn many new vocabularies. In Malaysia, it's pretty common for people to be fluent in 3 languages or more, which makes daily conversations really interesting. You'll often hear Malaysians mixing languages like Malay, Mandarin, Tamil, and English all in one sentence. What's more interesting is they have specific words for certain vocabularies in each language, and no matter which language they're speaking, they'll use those specific words. For example, you might hear someone say, "Do you want to makan here or tapau?" Which means, do you want to eat here or take away? Makan means eat in Malay, while tapau means take away in Mandarin. That's how they switch effortlessly between languages. Another common phrase is, "I really cannot tahan that person." Tahan is a Malay word meaning bear with or stand, so it translates into, "I really cannot stand that person." This linguistic blend adds a lot of color and richness to everyday interactions, showcasing Malaysia's dynamic and multicultural nature. Number 5. If you are planning to visit Malaysia at the end of the year, be prepared for heavy rainfall. The monsoon season typically lasts from November to March, bringing frequent and sometimes intense downpours, especially on the East Coast and in Borneo. During these months, the East Coast states such as Kelantan, Terengganu, and Pahang are particularly prone to flooding, making it not an ideal time to visit those areas or to engage in island hopping and sea activities. The West Coast, while generally safer, has also experienced flash floods in recent years due to climate change, with areas like Selangor being affected. If you still like to visit the country at the end of the year, it's a good idea to pack an umbrella, waterproof clothing, and plan indoor activities just in case. Additionally, avoid hilly areas as they can be prone to landslides during heavy rains. Number 4. Dress modestly. Malaysia's climate is hot and humid, so light summer clothing will do just fine unless you're visiting hilly areas where it can be cooler. As a predominantly Muslim country, it's best to avoid dressing too sexy or revealing, especially in rural areas. While Malaysia doesn't have strict rules on what you must wear, dressing too revealing can attract unwanted attention, particularly in rural areas where locals may give you all kinds of stares. Additionally, if you need to visit government departments for any errands, you'll be required to wear long pants. Number 3. Skip the halal restaurants if you love pork and alcohol. In Malaysia, you'll find many halal restaurants primarily operated by Muslims. Halal means permissible in Arabic, and these establishments strictly adhere to Islamic dietary laws. This means they do not serve pork or alcohol, and all food is prepared in accordance with Islamic guidelines. You'll often see a halal certification displayed prominently in these places, ensuring Muslim travelers can dine without concern. If you choose to dine in these restaurants, be mindful not to bring in any non-halal outside food. Number 2. No tipping required. In Malaysia, tipping is not a customary practice, especially at local eateries, hawker stalls, or taxis. The price you see on the bill is usually all-inclusive, and there's no need to leave an additional tip. In upscale restaurants or hotels where service charges may be included, tipping is optional, and a small gesture of appreciation for exceptional service is appreciated but not expected. This makes dining and traveling in Malaysia straightforward and hassle-free when it comes to settling bills. Number 1. Do not drink from the tap. In Malaysia, it's advisable to avoid drinking water directly from the tap. While urban areas generally have treated water that is safe to drink, it's common practice for locals to consume bottled water or use water filters for drinking and cooking. This precaution helps prevent any potential discomfort from unfamiliar bacteria or minerals in the water. Bottled water is widely available at convenience stores, supermarkets, and hotels, ensuring easy access to safe drinking water throughout your stay. And that's a wrap on our top 10 things to know before visiting Malaysia. Make sure to subscribe to our channel if you love our content. If there are any other countries you'd like to learn more about, don't be shy to leave a comment down below. And for more interesting country facts, check out the next video here. See ya!